in the country at that great defense by Villanova.
Right back into Watson. Count it! And one!
Type players.
Moore, another three. It's good. A hot start for Justin Moore.
And Nate Watson ended up on it.
Bynum locates Horkler. Catch and shoot three. It's good! And Providence back in front. Watson gets position and throws it down. Minaya. Oh, it goes!
Your Providence.
Durham right at Gillespie. And he gets the putback with the foul.
I'll be honest, I thought
Let's do this. Jeff Anderson, Tony Chiazza, Tim Clockerty, the officials in Providence.
This kind of a crowd. This was a rough place for me to play, I can tell you that. I didn't like coming here.
Justin Moore for three, and it's good. And a good start for Moore and the Wildcats.
You have to contest those three-point shots.
And some full court pressure now from the Friars.
And that's what Ed Cooley told us. He said, we're not going to let Villanova's 354 in tempo in the country on a 358 team. He wants to speed them up a little bit, especially in here. Great pass. That's what Jermaine Samuels does. Those little things. But when you play...
And 5 quick points for Justin Moore.
And then you see Villanova come back with a little 1-2-2.
Horkler way off the mark, but an offensive rebound by Minaya. Reeves for three. Into the corner, Minaya trying to save it right to Dixon.
You'll see Villanova walking up. How about Villanova's last in the Big East in fast break points? 4 points a game. That's not a good sign. Brandon Slater is a 31% three-point shooter. You got to test him. You got to test Samuels. Right now, Brandon Slater passed the test.
Early 6-point lead. Watson cuts into it.
You know, one thing you can't... I mean, they have 6 starters. Great defense. Minaya, that's what he does. This kid is tough.
Ball is still loose. Horkler has it over to Bynum. Great job by Minaya to create the turnover.
And Villanova doesn't normally turn it over a lot. Only 9.5 a game. One of the best in the country at that great defense by Minaya.
Right back into Watson. Count it! And one!
Justin Minaya, he's got long arms. You can't cross over in front of him. He's going to put that long arm in and tip it away. And now again, Justin Moore comes over. And Al Durham brought to this team in terms of toughness is incredible. Those are Ed Cooley type players.
Moore, another three. It's good. A hot start for Justin Moore.
And Nate Watson ended up on him. Justin Moore, one of the best three-point shooters. Now, Nate Watson's on him. He's afraid to get as close as he needs to him. And that is way too much space. That's a layup for Justin Moore or Collin Gillespie. Villanova going small early.
Gillespie defending Bynum.
And it's a good time. Nate Watson goes out. They take out Eric Dixon.
Bynum tried to hand off Croswell. Gathers it up and in. Providence undefeated at home this year. 14-0. Durham. And the rebound to Gillespie.
Villanova's half-court defense, especially with Nate Watson out, better.
Moore with 8 early points for Villanova. Position inside, poked away by Croswell. And now Daniels, his jumper won't go.
Make them shoot those mid-range jumpers off the dribble.
Breed, 15-footer, no. The rebound to Minaya, and he lays it in.
And they're really going with this 1-2-2 full court pressure. Brian Antoine in the game. A lot of injuries in his career.
Moore left alone for three. Can't do that. And Moore already in double figures.
On fire, there's no doubt. They go under the screen there. That's too easy. Nice pass there from Samuels. He's got Watson on him there. He's able to knock down. Here's nobody near him. That's what the pressure does.
Foul was on Collin Gillespie. Now 5 team fouls against Villanova. Bynum explodes and scores.
Well, that's what Ed Cooley said. We can drive these.
Great crowd here tonight. You can hear him chanting, "Let's go Friars," with the shot clock down to 8. Croswell on the attack. And a charge is called. Offensive foul on Ed Croswell.
I got to be honest with you, Andrew. I saw a charge coming when he was at the three-point line with the ball. I mean, you knew this was going to be a charge. That's the easy one. I mean, easy call.
With the 2 fouls, is at the scorer's table, set to check in for the Friars. Moore again shakes free and buries it. That's a 2 for 13 points for Moore. Watson swatted away. Samuels is there.
Those are the little things that Jermaine Samuels does.
Moore driving, lost it. Ball is loose. Dixon to the ground. Moore has it over to Daniels. And then knocked out by Bynum. Last touch by Daniels. It'll be Providence basketball when we come back.
As you can, even though it's loud. He was saying, obviously, Providence is playing really physical, so we need to be more aggressive out on the court, guys.
Jenny, thank you. Bynum on the drive and lays it in. This got the ball here. He'll fire a 3. And the rebound to Moore. Ball movement by Villanova. Samuels with the slam.
You know, Hawkler went for the steal, and that's the problem. When you go for steals and you don't get it, now you're outnumbered in the back there. Nobody came over and helped Hawkler.
Jermaine Samuels grew up about 30 minutes from here in Franklin, Massachusetts. He's got a lot of family and friends in attendance tonight. Reeves, step back 3. He scored.
That's a big shot for him.
Last 3 games, he was 1 of 12 from deep. And that's the first 3 of the night for the Friars. Here come the fans.
They like to screen the top of the zone, Villanova.
Gillespie, off balance jumper, tough shot there.
This guy didn't have a scholarship when he was coming out. Hawkler went for that steal, and Nate Watson could not get around Dixon. He got stuck on the top side and wasn't able to get there and help. And then Gillespie pushed that little left arm there. It was he used that little left.
22-21 with 8 minutes to go in the first half.
And I think this zone has helped a little bit.
Daniels attacking and the finish.
Now they like the way this zone has looked. They got to tighten it up though. Don't get beat off the dribble. Another one.
Slater slashes to the hoop for 2.
You know, back to the man-to-man.
Gillespie, nice find to Samuels down low. Count it, and 1. Samuels from Gillespie.
Tough kid. You see here, he just gets great position. He catches it there. It's going to be tough to stop. It just seems like at times the Providence defense is really spread out so they can.
Durham trying to get going. Still cannot, but it's tracked down by Watson. Watson right back inside. And he connects.
Providence switches. Hawkler's on Gillespie.
Step back 3. No. Bynum locates Hawkler. Catch and shoot 3. It's good! And Providence back in front. Third lead change tonight. Samuels silences. This is what the Big East is all about on display tonight. Shot clock at 5. Durham hands off to Hawkler, right off the glass and in.
Pass there. They've managed. I was just going to say they managed to keep Moore quiet.
You couldn't say.
I was humble. So he's got range anywhere, anytime. That's right at the three-point line. Really good. The rest of these kids follow.
Dixon wasn't ready for it, but able to secure it. Gillespie comes off the screen, fires a 3 and connects.
And you know, on those screens and get a shot. Get somebody else to shoot.
Bynum for 3. Yes!
This guy. You know, he's 15 for 20. His last 21 before this game. Another guy you can't go under.
tonight.
Yeah, I thought this game had like 60-58 written all over it. I'm not saying who I thought was going to win.
Bynum with the left hand.
Boy, this guy here. So, you know, he's not getting the three-point shot as much, but he's made 3 terrific drives to the basket. What did Ed Cooley say before the game? We can drive them. We can beat them off the dribble.
Gillespie for 3 is pure. He's got 18 points tonight.
Well, here comes the screen. I guarantee it. That time they switched it.
Gillespie gets to the hoop and scores.
They switched it that time. Faulkner couldn't stay in front of him.
Bynum at the half. No good. And Villanova goes into the locker room with a 7-point lead.
To Watson early in the game. I think that's a good place to start.
They get it to him here. Watson muscles his way for 2.
Enough to not let Dixon score that.
Watson gets position and throws it down.
But you got to do it on every possession.
Gillespie trying to get around Durham. Draws the foul and count the bucket.
Man, that was a tough shot. I mean, they fake using the screen there. Dixon is sealing up. You know, that's the other thing they do. The big guy, Eric Dixon, will hold off. Villanova switching a lot.
Reeves with a tough shot.
Yeah, Villanova's not afraid to switch 1 through 5, so maybe Providence has to take advantage of that a little bit.
5 points for A.J. Reeves. Gillespie for 3. Just book it. Collin Gillespie's got 18.
And Nate Watson is like shaking his head like, what was I supposed to do there? They switched Nate Watson on Gillespie, and he just had way too much space.
Reeves trying to answer. He does.
They played the screen well that time.
Slater slashes in and scores again. Reeves has had the hot hand of late. Another one. Off glass.
I mean, everybody's outside the three-point line for Villanova.
Dixon defended by Watson. Good matchup here. Dixon, count it, and 1. Here's Reeves, tightly defended by Gillespie. Reeves on the attack. Off glass for 2. A.J. Reeves coming to life
by him, and he did.
Last 3 games, Reeves had 5 points total. He's got 16 tonight. Minaya. It goes for Gillespie. Somehow gets that one to drop.
We should have used this play in our open when we were talking about them posting up like their guards, like Gillespie. I mean, he's doing that on a kid 6'6", 6'7". He leaves his feet. You know, when you leave your feet, nothing happened on the perimeter either.
Gillespie down low again, off glass, 2 more.
He's got like a center.
Closer to his season high of 28. He's got 23 tonight. Bynum trying to answer, and goaltending is called on Slater. Up all night.
Dixon is now fighting him for position.
Bynum,
good move. I didn't realize that this kid was that fast.
Ed Cooley said a lot
to take when you play zone.
Extra pass, Durham, not his night, doesn't take the 3. Now goes baseline and lays it in. His first field goal of the night. Lot of contact down low, and Durham is able to bring it up the floor.
And it's time to push that pace a little bit more if you're Providence.
Durham, right at Gillespie, and he gets the putback with the foul.
I'll be honest, I thought he got beat. It's got to be a foul there somewhere. How can that not be a foul? Got to be something there. He definitely got fouled on the back.
Samuels just off the bench. Double team down low, gets rid of it.
Went from the zone to man-to-man.
Slater, a lot of contact, no call, and he scores. Nervous anticipation from these Providence fans with the shot clock inside 10. Durham on the attack for 2.
He didn't do anything for 30 minutes.
Moore in the paint. Guarded by Bynum.
Is the post.
Moore, short, tipped out, and Samuels has it. Out to Gillespie. Gillespie shakes free and hits the 3. Big shot for Gillespie.
What a shot fake.
Minaya with the shot clock at 10. Over to Horkler, to a cutting Watson, and he took a lot of steps. Counted in 1.
It was close. I didn't think it was. Oh, yeah. He took that little shuffle there. Right there. Oh, yeah.
Foul trouble. 4 for Samuels and Moore. 4 for Croswell and Durham.
And they bring Croswell in.
Slater length of the floor. Did this the other night against Seton Hall, and it works. To Dixon.
Boy, Ed Cooley came
back. He said, no, I played wide receiver. He's got a quarterback's arm.
But Ed Croswell didn't even know Dixon was behind him. You're the last guy. You're the 5-man now with Watson out of the game. I mean, Ed Cooley could not believe that.
Watson fighting for position. He had Gillespie on. Now Durham, baseline, high arcing shot. Gets the bounce.
Sandman.
This kid's unreal in crunch.
He had all the room that he needed.
And Cooley called timeout, so Providence without a timeout remaining. Durham again, not this time, tipped around and grabbed by Gillespie.
Now you're gonna foul.
And there's the foul with 20.7 on the clock. And when Villanova came out for the pregame, and they can handle it because they're so mature.
I didn't tell you this. When we were sitting out there in our chairs and he walked out and they started booing him, he looked at me and he winked. It's like...
Durham for 3. Watson the rebound, and he is fouled to stop the clock with 13.6 to go.
And that's the one
unforeseen. This will be the first loss at home this year. Slater looking deep again. Instead bounces it to Daniels.
Get a foul, guys.
And there is the foul with 7.4 on the clock.
Wasted 4.
Some of the fans heading out. So much hype for this game, and it lived up to the hype. But disappointment on these Friar faithful as Bynum buries a late 3. 89-84, a 5-point margin, and that's how it will end. Villanova wins its 4th consecutive game, and they hand Providence just its 3rd loss of the year.